Welcome to Onyx Rail Safety Solutions. Railroad crossings are inherently dangerous, with a high percentage of incidents occurring at highway grade level crossings. Such incidents have a wide range of adverse repercussions, including equipment damage, community unrest, injuries, and death. Throughout Q1 of 2023, there have been a high number of incidents on the U.S. rail, all at a staggering cost to society. In this video, we will review how our Zing railroad crossing safety system can be used to proactively eliminate many of the events like those we have experienced thus far in 2023. Such incidents may include, but are certainly not limited to, the following major categories: obstructions, sparks, fire and spills, crossing equipment malfunction, trespassers, and collisions. Let's take a closer look at each of the primary categories of rail crossing incidents and review how Zing has been designed to address each one. Obstructions. Grade-level obstructions at railroad crossings are inherently dangerous. Obstructions are often automobiles and/or trucks of varying weights and sizes becoming stuck or stalled while spanning the crossing. With a freight locomotive weighing in at over 450,000 pounds, each freight car having a potential load weight of over 200,000 pounds, a train with 100 loaded cars may weigh in at over 20 million pounds. That's 10,000 tons. Add to the sheer mass of the train the fact that the freight train, depending on the crossing regulations, may be traveling at up to 59 miles per hour. The inertia of the freight train is daunting. Identifying and clearing railroad crossing obstructions prior to the arrival of a train at the crossing is particularly important and can be life-saving. Zing is a crossing safety system that is online and designed to specifically identify crossing hazards on a 24/7 basis. With its rail-specific artificial intelligence and camera technology watching the crossing for dangerous conditions, Zing automatically notifies all pre-programmed stakeholders of an upcoming crossing obstruction. Once notified, railroad dispatch can then contact the locomotive engineer, alerting them of the upcoming crossing obstruction so they can take immediate and appropriate action to avoid such dangerous situations. Let's hypothesize there's a crossing with an obstruction 10 miles ahead of where the train presently is located. The train is traveling at 40 miles per hour, or 1.5 minutes per mile. With the Zing automatic forewarning capabilities, we allow dispatch to give the locomotive engineer precious time. In this example, approximately 12 minutes, to safely reduce speed and bring the train to a stop well before arriving at the dangerous crossing obstruction. The actual distance required for a freight train to safely stop depends on many variables, including speed, weight, grade, weather conditions, especially snow and extreme cold, and others. According to locomotive engineers, it's not unusual to take 2 miles or more to safely bring the freight train to a complete stop without risking derailment. 12 minutes might not sound like a lot of time, but these all-important minutes may be the difference between safe operation and potentially our nation's next rail disaster. Sparks, fire, and spills. Similar to obstructions, sparks and fires identified at crossings or in transit, and spills at grade-level railroad crossings are extremely dangerous situations that occur more frequently than you may know. Sparks and fire often occur when there is a bearing malfunction or failure. A bearing failure causes friction between the associated wheel and the rail. This creates sparks which may cause flames below the train cars alongside the axles. Or, such sparks can ignite combustible materials within the loaded freight cars themselves, creating a dangerous situation. Fires can occur as a result of a collision of multiple motor vehicles on the crossing. Fires can also be present on the train itself and may not be known to the locomotive engineer. The Zing Artificial Intelligence Library of Images is programmed to search for fires on the train and on any motor vehicle as they are in the crossing. Spills. Zing is programmed to look for and identify spills that have occurred at crossings. Spills may be of hazardous materials, or they may be of materials that are benign to the environment but still pose an unsafe condition at the crossing. Locomotive engineers need to be aware of any spills at upcoming crossings. Crossing equipment malfunction. There are over 200,000 highway-grade level crossings in the United States, with approximately 60% of them equipped with crossing safety equipment. This equates to roughly 120,000 crossings with varying levels of safety and warning equipment that must be tested periodically to ensure they are fully operational. The Code of Federal Regulations, Title 49, Subtitle B, Chapter 2, Parts 233 and 234 present in detail the requirements that must be followed to achieve compliance throughout your crossing infrastructure. Zing can be used to efficiently monitor and report on the proper working order of your crossing protection systems. These required inspections are costly since they require manpower, travel expense, and significant administration of this compliance testing and inspection process. In addition, the crossing safety systems are only monitored and operational status is only captured when one of your maintainers is on site to log the dozens of elements that are required by federal regulations. With Zing and its railway-specific artificial intelligence platform, crossings are monitored on a 24/7 basis. Our system logs and timestamps each event pertaining to the current working order of your crossing safety system. Each logged event includes the following: date of event, time of event, and crossing number. You may be asking yourself, what is an event? An event is defined as any activity at the crossing that is important so you can ensure full compliance of every crossing activity throughout your system. For example, events may include, but are not limited to, time to the second when the large warning lights begin flashing, time when the gate arm begins to lower, time when the gate arm reaches its intended horizontal position, time when the train enters the crossing, time when the train exits the crossing, and many more. By Zing logging each event and capturing the date and time to the second, you can verify that your crossing safety equipment is operating within the required federal regulations. If crossing safety components are identified by Zing as failing to meet requirements, our powerful data analytics and reporting system will notify you of the precise crossing number that requires your immediate attention. Trespassers. Trespassers have always been a challenge on the rail. Some people do not fully appreciate the risk they put on themselves or others by trespassing around railroad warning system infrastructure. Thousands of incidents occur per year on the U.S. rail system as a result of poor judgment by a wide variety of trespassers. The artificial intelligence platform of Zing has been designed by Onyx engineers who have decades of rail-specific experience. Zing identifies when pedestrians are traversing the crossing when the gates are up and no trains are approaching. Pedestrians are traversing the crossing when the gates are down and a train is approaching. Motor vehicles are driving around the gates when they are down or warning lights are flashing. Railroad workers who are on the rail for authorized maintenance. By date and time stamping trespassers in the crossings, railroads will obtain video evidence which is particularly helpful when defending potential liability claims. Collisions. There were over 2,000 reported incidents on the U.S. rail system in 2022, with many of them happening at grade-level crossings. Since the Zing Rail Safety System is a 24/7 system that uses artificial intelligence to monitor crossings, capturing date and time-stamped photographs of collision events at crossings can be very helpful when managing liabilities, including personal injury claims against your railroad. In addition, prompt reaction times of emergency responders can be the difference between life and death, Zing will benefit emergency responders by minimizing their time to arrival at the scene by bringing the collision event to their near immediate attention. In conclusion, by bringing 2023 technology to the forefront of the U.S. rail system, stakeholders can collaborate with Onyx to add an advanced layer of safety, forewarning, and the removal of dangerous rail crossing events unlike anything used on the U.S. rail to date. Our goal is to work with you to make huge steps towards achieving safer infrastructure throughout the U.S. rail system. Please reach out to one of our Onyx applications engineers so we may collaborate with you to significantly reduce the number of hazardous events like we've experienced thus far in 2023. Thank you.